Grandma, please tell us a story.
Today's story promises to be really exciting. Are you excited already?
Yes, Grandma, we are excited already.
So once upon a time in a small village named Ulako, there lived a very beautiful maiden called Uloma. Uloma was so beautiful she attracted all the men in the village. Uloma was a threat to every other woman in the village because she was so beautiful. But no one knows where she lived or where she comes from. All they know is Uloma sells food in the village square. Uloma was a threat to every other woman because she succeeded in chasing away all the other women that were selling food in the market square. Everybody wanted to eat from Uloma. So the other women stopped selling food because no one would buy from them. So Uloma became the only maiden selling food in the market square. The women of the village were so angry because they felt Uloma was going to take their husbands from them. Their husband no longer eats their meals. All they wanted was Uloma's meal. Sometimes, the men even take plates from their houses to ULOMAS pot because they don't want to be left out. On a certain day, Uloma did not come to the village square like she always did, and the men of the village were so angry. One of the women of the village made a very sweet meal and called her husband to come eat. "My husband, I made a very sweet dish for you." "I don't want to eat anything from you. I am going to wait for Uloma till she comes tomorrow," the man said.
The woman became so angry and threatened to hit him with a fry pan. The man left the house and didn't return. The woman got so pissed that she decided to call for all the women in the village to a meeting. "My fellow women, we have all seen what is happening to our husbands. They no longer eat our meals or listen to us. All they want is Uloma's food. What do we do?" The women started thinking what they would do to be able to chase Uloma away. After all, no one knows where she comes from. "I know of a certain man in a neighboring village that is not even part of our villagers, where Uloma would not be able to know. I am going to send for him so he can follow her to wherever she lives, so we can all expose her."
"That's a very good idea," one of the women said.
So she sent for the man, and the man came. The next day, Uloma came to the village square to sell, just like she always did. And when she wanted to return, the man followed her without her knowledge. To his greatest surprise, Uloma went deep inside the forest. The man kept following her until she got to a very lonely hut inside the village. The man stood there and watched her while she got inside the hut. Uloma came back out with a very big pot tied with a red rope. She changed her clothes into a red garment and she decided to cook. The pot started boiling without her even setting fire. The man was most shocked. He waited for her until she finished cooking. The next day, she turned the food from the red calabash into the regular calabash she takes to the market square. And on getting to the market square, the man ran to where the women were and told them what he saw. They were all frightened, and each of the women ran to get their husbands. They told them what happened, but they wouldn't listen. They still wanted to eat from Uloma's pot. That night, all the men and all the villagers decided to go see for themselves. On getting there, they saw Uloma do the exact same thing the man told them about. They were very frightened. Uloma was a witch and she bewitched them with her food. Immediately, the villagers ran to burn down Uloma's hut. They brought Uloma out of the hut and they made sure they tied her down till the next day. The next day, they threw stones at Uloma just to send her away from the village.
They chased her to another village and Uloma was banished from the village. The men went back to their wives and they lived happily ever after.